Hello everyone, today I've got a quick project for us to do. It's these origami envelopes. And they've got a pocket in the back and then a pocket in the front and a small catch to just hold your flap down in place. I don't know if you can see that very well in the white paper, but those can be stuck inside a journal as a pocket envelope, or they can just be slotted inside a pocket and then used as a pull-out. This is origami, I believe, so it's not a new thing, but I just thought it would be cool to use in a junk journal. So you need a square of paper, any size will do, and you're going to fold it in half on the diagonal. So crease everything really well as you go, because there are quite a few layers of folding involved, and the flatter it is, the easier it will lie straight. Then we're going to fold this top corner down to line up with the bottom edge, and then give it a good crease down again. So this is really simple, okay? And then we're going to fold down the perpendicular line, and we're just going to bring that over so that we're not meeting in the middle like this. We're going to take it over by a good, say, a thumb's width, maybe a bit more. You can use your bone folder to help crease in there so that we don't crack the paper or anything like that. If you just coax it round, squash it down, and then the same with the opposite side. And we're going to try and, you see where we're up to this triangle, we're making this small triangle here. We're going to do the same on the other side and try and make that the same size. So getting them nice and even, shoulder somewhere around there, and that looks about the right size. Squash that down as well. And then if you're wanting to use the front bit as a pocket, we're going to need to glue those edges down in a moment. In the meantime, before we do that, I want to cut out that triangle on both sides. So just using a pair of scissors, that's how I'm going to do it. And then I'm just going to follow the line of the crease and just cut out that notch. The tip of these scissors isn't as sharp as it once was, but we'll do that for both edges and try and keep it nice and straight and neat. If you're using paper, then you might not need this step, but when you're using card you probably will. And then we're going to be gluing down this line, attaching it to the bottom there, and then the same with this. But before we do this, what I'm going to do is just fold this corner. I'm just going to warm that up and start to bend it around a little bit so it's a bit more likely to fold where I want it to. And then you need to bring it up and turn it into a little square, a little diamond shape. So it can take a bit of practice to get it in the right place to make it central to that V, but once you've got it, it will just give you a nice little catch, and that means that when you fold this down, it will catch hold and then it won't spring open unless you want it to. Now I can see on this line there's a little sliver that's wanting to fold back on itself, so I'm just going to cut that down to make it fold more easily. And the other side was okay, I think. So you could cut those out as well. In fact, I might try that and see if that takes away some of the bulk before I glue it. So this corner here, cut those little notches out. Yeah, that's going to make it better. Okay, so now it's time to glue these edges down. And you could glue that into position if you wanted, but I don't really see a need for it at this point. Look what I got. I got my art glitter, so thank you for everybody that recommended what it was that I was looking for and where you could find it. I haven't actually used it yet, so let's see if it's flowing already. Oh, it is. Oh, I like the position. I don't need to lay it down all the time though, because it's quite wet, isn't it? Yes. Could do with a baby wipe. And then I'm going to do that side. Might as well get it all squashed out at the same time. So just a simple line of glue down the bottom should do the trick. And then what I also like to do is just glue this flap down into position. So I'm just going to add a little smidge of glue down there. And then when it folds back on itself, it's going to hold down closer to the paper, and I'll do that on the other side as well. Just a little dab of glue there, not a whole lot. Right, have I got any wipes? I don't think so. I found this tiny piece of muslin. How lazy is that? Just because I didn't want to get up and get a baby wipe. Right, and then I'm going to weigh that down. And obviously you could ink all of the edges as you do it as well. So I'm just going to put that to one side and then I'll make another one, just to make sure that you've got the techniques and to show you that it can be done on a bigger piece. And it's up to you as well. So on this one I used the design paper on the inside, which is quite a pretty effect, isn't it? So if you're using one-sided paper, that's an option that you could do, or you can use double-sided paper like I've done here, and then it doesn't really make a difference which one you put to the outside because both are going to be seen when you open it up. Okay, so we're folding diagonally. I'll just make sure I've cut the ends off these papers. That is a square, isn't it? And I think I'll ink this one up as I'm going along as well. So fold it in half, and the top edge comes down to meet the bottom. So you should be left with a colourful square that way. And then we'll fold this one. So this paper's thinner and it is easier to fold. So I can do it by hand before I squash it down. And just try and keep that in line with that triangle point. And that should give you those even corner parts. I am regretting now that I did it that way because I wanted the pattern on the outside. So let's see if I can reverse it. Without damaging the paper to the point of no return. That goes down there, and that goes across there. That one goes down there and across. And then we can fold that over so that it just makes it easier to see those triangles and where they need cutting out. Now I'll make the catch while I'm here. Squash that into position. Open it out and cut those triangles away. I'll do it on both sides again because I think that worked quite well. So this would look nice made from book pages and things as well. Right, and I'm going to glue that down and see if it makes any difference. Let me just add a spot of ink to the edges. Actually, I'll do it as I go. All these flakes are where I've got bits of glue. So I need it on the top of those triangles. So, yeah, it's where the glue has met the ink. It just brings these flakes, so that's what happens if you don't clean your mats regularly. Oops, we don't want to bend that back too far. I'll go like that, and then all of the rest can be inked once I've assembled it. So let's just glue that down on the bottom edge. One there. Now that one down. Fold that back. Glue there and glue there. Press those down. Right, if I set that over there to dry, and let's bring this one back to have a look. Let's just zoom you in a little bit so that you can see what we've got. So the catch, now that it's glued down, oh, hang on. Oh no, I've done the same with that other one. Oh no, I haven't. I thought I glued it all the way down there. Must have just been a little bit sticky. So if it doesn't go completely flush, then just push it into the catch as far as you can. And then you can crease outwards with your bone folder. If it looks wonky, then by all means you can just cut a sliver off the sides. But I think that's fine as we are. And then open it up. I've got the back pocket, and then that one is glued at the front. And then also, I don't know if you can see very well there. Let me just fold that back so you can see inside to me. So that's the main large pocket, and the front pocket is in there, and then these actually split open as well, so you could pop extra things inside. So that's that one. Okay. I'm just going to ink those edges while that's drying. And there we have our second one. Large pocket at the back, and then the pocket in the front, the V-shaped one, and then the split pockets as well if you want to use those. You see how there's a split between that V-shaped pocket and the front cover. And a nice catch to keep it all in place. And that's going to look great on the page of one of my journals. So you can have it like this, open it up and slot things in the side there. I don't think I've got any pockets assembled in here to show you. Oh, there's one, look. So that could live in there. Oh, it even coordinates. I think that might be just the spot for that one. So that lives in there, and then you pull it out and reveal whatever it is that you put inside. And then for a smaller one, you could just stick it so that it goes across the page like so. And then you can open that out and have your photographs or whatever it is that you would like in there. Hope you enjoyed this. I hope you find it useful. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I shall see you again next time for another video. Bye!